Kasagane to Chedon, Sachendala, Combatanwani, Nani, Gitan, the Nachi, the Kibachola, Charles, not all Kunga Chodus. He does a session of Latavajita, Sunana, Gombachi, Chela, Charles, Sancho Damatum, Sendo Layers, Charles, Did the Sumas, and Benamachi, Shola, Charles, or Chaja, Yuba, Tanya, like he did. Little by you now go to Choto TV, Charles.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dorjee. So I'm a neuroscience instructor here at the center, and I also teach English. So I'll be assisting in translation. Me and Yen Rinshila, as Geshe Losel is not available today due to some urgent work. So a little bit about His Eminence Sharpa Choeje Rinpoche before we start. So His Eminence Sharpa Choeje Rinpoche Lobsang Dorjee was born in 1937 in Kham region of Tibet. And then, though his parents very much wanted and insisted on inheriting the familial responsibilities, he fled from home to Lhasa. He literally walked over 2 months to Lhasa to join Drepung Losel monastic university to pursue his spiritual endeavors. So there, with great perseverance and uniquely gifted intelligence, he had been a model student in both academic and character. So after over 3 decades of study there, in the final, the most challenging examination, the highest examination, which is Geshe Haram examination, he was the first in his class. That was in 1985. And then he also served as the chief disciplinarian, Lama Uze, and then also the abbot of Gyude Monastery. And then after his tenure at Gyude Monastery, he came back to Drepung Losel Monastery here, and then he has been teaching thousands and thousands of students over the years. And then, like here with us today, upon special request, and then he also gives teaching to the followers.
So, my English is very limited, so ask him to help me. So if there is some remaining issues that you don't understand, please let me know. And first, I would like to express my greetings to all of you. You might have come visited this center, visited this monastery before, or you are come here for the first time. So it's my pleasure to meet all of you.
And Chuchi Guag, Justin Carresna, and the Jawa Chamanda, which is on the Tony, Chuchi Gugris on Tangan Dumato, send the Chantalina, Chuchi Guaya Marangaraso, Penjo Yunari, Susta Dewa Yunage, and then she Rojon Jane, the Cheshire and dig to Chuchi Guaya Marawa, and the Chuchi Guag just sent there to go to Jawa Chamanda, which is on Tony Chigurua, and I don't get it and I take it.
So you all came here for practice Buddhism. So in order to practice Buddha Dharma properly, we develop the attention to to get ultimate happiness in the next life. So we attach to this life, that might not be real, with the Dharma. But in order to, in order to become a real practitioner, you needed attention to achieve, to achieve higher sort of happiness for the next life.
So this is the
reason that you come here, right?
Tete du Jason, da alle Chudula Maraso, and Nabichu Yori, Yeshu Chuyori, Kachi Chuyori, Ali Yundano Pichena, Tere, Samaga, and Chichi Adelo, Tenerieta, and then Chime can get Nijiko, and then Janano Pichena, Monsitori, Monsitung Tombo, and then Hamagi to Sulu and Asutigam to Tamatari, and then on the good. Gishiroji sense against your by chapel, which you are a colonel Monsitung, and a cotton agitation, Curtendo of Monsitung, Tendo. And Toronto, Navasanji Bichula, and Yechichi, or Canary, yes, and or Colonel Navasanji Bichula, Yechichi, or Canary, yes, and Colonel Gishil Gitatendo.
So there is a many sort of different religions in the world, such as Christian, Hinduism, and Islam, and so forth. For the Chinese Communist Party, they are they're not practicing religion at all. So once upon a time during Mao's era, he met Geshe Gyaltsen, who was a great scholar in Tibet, and
Toronto, Chichi, Roate, and Nabasanji Bagay, Jawa Chuma, but the Kalasi, she agrees to call it to what they shall.
Mao met Geshe Gyaltsen, the great scholar of Tibet. He asked him, how do you understand next life since you are practicing Buddhism?
That is to do, and Gihigapa, Monsitung Pateri. And the Tari, Sony, Nama, the two rivers, the Kurkitatedu. And then Monsitung, Sony, Nama, the Tari, two Mari is the Loshadu.
And Geshe Gyaltsen asked, Mao, can you see this? Can you see the sun of tomorrow? And then Mao said, no, I cannot see sun tomorrow.
The most get Sony Namatari to Maris, the Kutu.
I cannot see the sun of tomorrow today.
Oh, that day, Sony Namatari to Mari. Sony Namashaji surely
and he also asked Mao, do you believe that the sun is going to be shine tomorrow?
And surely and they do, and then Sony and Namashaji, but surely you have asked to do, and then most you don't let to give money. Yeah, Kimuji Gani, yeah. And then the Sony Nama that Tani Tunji or Yechi give us to do, yeah. Ha, and yet you get at adding half goes to the cookie of Mogani and land your Medus.
So he didn't give any answers. Geshe Gyaltsen asked him, can you see, do you believe the sun is going to be shining tomorrow? And he said, he didn't give any answers. So the point is, you just believe, you have to believe that the sun is going to be shining tomorrow, even though you cannot see today.
And this is the Kosoga Kitaki, Nella about the Tiana, then shoot on us Bonjo sugars and the Kitaki girl, Mamma. And it's yet on Gihige, Sony Numa Tuntukumari, Cesaro, Jawachama, Tuntukumari, Tuntukumari, said that. And actually, Jawachama Yoba, Carissa Sony Numa, the Shadow of Chile, University, Kuyache, Mesa Tugu Maroa, then I hear the Jawachama, the Tungu Marisa. And as one in the Masha Yobatari, Yeshe to Guri, and then not a man that Jawachama Yoba Yeshe, Jiguru, but then I hear this and could Mosito came when you got a couldn't let you about it, then that had to that. And then I hear this and another Jawachama Yoba, you got to us.
So how do we believe there is a next life? Take the example, you just believe the sun is going to be shine tomorrow. So even though you cannot see it, right? So we cannot see the next life is going to happen, but there is definitely the next life. And then, he asked Mao about that, and he just laughed.
What that day you do? And I also Jawachama Yoba Yeshe can they you do not to choose at the Jawachama you did the one you actually get to another choose is.
So the purpose of practicing the Dharma is to get ultimate happiness.
That day you do that no big good here, and a Jawachama man, then Sendelo de Tenere Jawachama Mandona, and then Jawachama the long and also at the Landian of Pishena, Jabuchini Chindi Chunsun security, and the man Shesuna and Dipa Magawachi. Nesun the Chegari is, Nesun Madi told there, and the Magichu City the Sunguri is, Rimbaton with the on the shower is.
So in order to get the ultimate happiness in the next life, there is a sort of three levels, three capacities. One is called the small capacity, who just who just maintaining attention to take to avoid take rebirth in the lower realms, and then there is a sort of a medium capacity who practice Buddha Dharma in order to get a nirvana, and then the third capacity or the third capacity. The people who have this third capacity practice the highest Buddha Dharma, which is Mahayana, in order to achieve the fully enlightenment. So when you choose these three of them to practice, you can avoid take rebirth in the lower range.
Jeton, Jawachama Nesun the Chen and Nesun long and also Tuya Gandu the Tundu, the Tundu the Tunguri, Newa Patama, Yada second the Hegu, the Natu Nosungu Yuto Joe Maries, and the Tundu the Tungu, the Tundu the Tundu, Tundulo, Dunia Kari Dukundus, and also Kangatu, Behako and Bari, me too and Bari, and tell the Jetana to Zu Tuguria, Maries is on Tona, and in Alitumba Newa Yada Pagato. Tundula Macho, I think, to Turkey don't that Turkey don't have to Tundalo, Magichupong, 15 seconds, the Sunguri is, and Rimaton, but the here is.
In the first sort of the level of capacity, they're talking about, they're talking about overcome the 10 non-virtues in order to not take rebirth in the lower ranks.
This one. That then Nesun Li Yempi, that Dendoga, Samaye, Messini, and Masundo Sanda, Sumushi girl, and Medan and also Matu Medri, and Samaye Sigat and Hasia there, and young, and Mato Musungu to Chogu or Mari, they do, and then hardly Samaye the Chenari, Metane and Matu do him do us, Chetomani do him do us, Jawa. Gawa, Nawa, Jagana, she could do him the human degree. Capardona, Nesun Luchena, do him in Bamadi, Dendo 하도 매게 고판가 토네 두해게 랑이 델리 타와지 마서 제그 그리 두해 델리 타와지 응안아서 매도 토히지 동그 그리
So there's a sort of a different kind of birth levels in the lower range. For example, some according to our actions or karma, we take those in those different ranges. For example, we might take birth as God, or demigod, or human, non-human, or you might take birth in hell. So of course we can see those animals. There are a lot of compared to human. They are very limited in terms of intelligence and so forth. They suffer much more, much more than humans. And so we can see two types of sufferings: the suffering of humans, the suffering of animals, right? Even though we take a rebirth as humans, of course we definitely will suffer from bone and suffer from aging and suffer from death. So in order to evolve in take rebirth, even as human, we need to we need to try to take a rebirth as God or goddess in the higher rebirths as goddesses.
다 대인도 다 나눠서 다리 멜리토르에 대인도 ane ji dendochena dunghe grangendu rane dunghe li tawa che guguri se to dunghe tawa che guguri se age rimba de ane nipa de chebunding lanchi rimba se guri te telo tene koala dunghe de tu koali tande loche ane koali tawa la ane sotaje chuti soni ane 대게 맞아서 주두고니 코알리 타와지 거리 니뉴제 때나지 그거리 세아데 제보니글 안게 계셨더리스.
So those issues that I talked about earlier is all about the low capacities, and so we maintain attention to rebirth as on the higher rebirth as humans and goddesses, and when you develop this attention, and at the same time you overcome or get rid of suffering existence or samsara, then we talk about the second level of plastic.
That day you do and Rane Chibo Koalitana Digi Medusa, Karirisana, Saint Yenda Kanga, and Sosolo Kaden Champashida, Saint Yenda Koalitawa Chi Gugrimato, Rane Chibo Utia, and Tapatonia Digi Medu, Saint Yen Koalitawa Chi Gugri, Chigo at there. ane jerumbu chiyosu ranye sesu lungwa chege ngato majo luwa ngaja tenra wa tuni luwa di kochi chanchu senchu lungwa chenchi luwa se tongbo de ranye sebi kuwa le tawa gendo majo senchen tangchi ja tenra chipari se ane majo senchen tangchi kuwa le tapi tawa chebi ge kona bado rangi chege guri se tuni luwa di kochi ane chanchu senchu lungwa cheche luwa chanchu senche guri se chebo chenpo lanchi rinpa de du se che no roton de ris.
Then now the higher capacity where we in the first level and the first capacity and the second capacity, we just think about ourselves. We just try to get a little the suffering for cyclic existence and try to achieve the nirvana or the liberation from all negative emotions. But in the highest capacity, we just don't think about ourselves. We just don't think about a liberation of ourselves, because when we talk about the higher capacity, we see other human beings as ours, like ourselves. We want happiness. We don't want suffering. The people who have this higher level practice, try to achieve the fully enlightenment, which is Buddhahood. So in the Jitangapa, in the foundation of quality, Jitangapa says, all sentient beings like myself suffering, undergoing negative influences of birth and death. So they are all like myself. So in order to benefit other sentient beings, I need to develop bodhicitta, or the awakening mind. That's the only way to liberate from all the negative emotions, and that is the only way to achieve the higher enlightenment. So when we talk about the cyclic existence or the nature of death and the birth, and also when we talk about suffering of cyclic existence, what do you think? So what do you think? What is the suffering of cyclic existence? While we suffer in cyclic existence.
Suffering what were the last words you said?
Cyclic existence. Samsara.
Cyclic existence.
Yeah. So.
As I understand it, I'm a student of Geshe has explained that we suffer in cyclic existence because of our repeating karma that leads us to be reborn, to suffer birth, aging, disease, and death. And in order to escape that, we must not only uproot the cause of the karma, the causes of negative karma, but to achieve full enlightenment, we must have the bodhicitta mind of enlightenment, the mind wanting to attain enlightenment in order to benefit all sentient beings, to help them be relieved of this cycle of birth and death also. What do you think? What is samsara?
the non dress.
That's a real Mari.
What about those hands?
So Rinpoche is basically asking about something which you think and you can call samsara. So he's asking for examples, like what is samsara in your mind? Give me examples, right?
Samsara.
So which basically said this is the samsara.
Then the less had you not to ganga de and then Duhe ganga de tell you the good one, the land they had again. The name and a core, Duhe le Gugumudua, just our core second Chilo Yoman is and also could you the lady Pumba secondary, very easy.
Our body is samsara. You know, say, whenever you take rebirth in human, body, physical body itself becomes, samsara. In our houses, samsara. All these places are samsara.
Yes, on Pumba the lens had you and the natural Ali Tumba Shena Mason, Churonsolo, no, you can't no get Chindi Mason, Pamagindi Mason, Pogo Gindi Mason, Seage, and then water the Hagen do us. And the America, the Lumba Corolo Coa, the Nest had you, America get Chiri Mason, said Duhen the Leg do, and the Bajaga in that Natural the other Duhen led the other Zubun the Nest, and the Coasic and the Nest and Duhen Rangeri. That Duhen the Kariki no longer same adu on get, and then Duhen the Leungaris, the Loyungaris.
Naomi Chufon. Naomi Chufon.
Penanga Coa de Lens had you America in a Toronto, so Namich you are was, and Nanga met the Secretary Mason near Mason and the Duhen Heged was. That cause it called, she said, Duhen is a Duhen, that's a secret. And Jagalena Tessori, they do Duhe te you are like Argicheris and Manoto no longer send the Madio Guaris and do the Higuaris.
So, if we take rebirth as human, take rebirth in a human form, this physical form, that means we're going to suffer anyway. So there might be problem in the family, among family members. There might be some conflict going on. Those are the behind of those problems is because our mind. Our mind makes we are suffering.
There is that Nanoso can do the Nambi Chichi and the other Kadilu, Tatu Gumba, Tatu get Kofan Segurwa, Tatu Duage, and then Kofan the Karigaguri, take Jisung to us. Tatu again, not the Gugu to the Asegur was it. Not to Nabasanji Chichi, not that one, a security, that one I say again, Tatu Kofan the Karigaguri.
So when we in Buddhism we talk about the higher enlightenment, right? So what do you think? What is that? Can you give me an example? What is the Buddhahood? The higher, the fully enlightenment. In definitions and examples.
I understand a little what I've been taught. I understand a little bit that I have been taught. That Buddhahood is the omniscient mind that has uprooted all the causes of negative behavior. The mind that has been has completely eliminated all the negativities and is also fully united with universal love and compassion.
Then you move thou the Jiba Bomber to the Congress.
So what did you Bombari said? Right there. And I think I saw Nabasanji, but Sanji Jokopantogu is a headiga adus. Nabasanji, but Maki was a Sanji Jokopantogu is a do Tabikopantogu is a hegadusi.
So there's two sort of levels, you know.
Toronto gets Sanji Jokopantogu is a do Tabikopantogu is a dusi.
Two levels. Two level of enlightenment, right? So when you talk about, there is a liberation from samsara or negative emotions. So that is called nirvana. That is not the highest level of enlightenment. Okay. So Buddha is the highest enlightenment. When you achieve that higher enlightenment, you overcome all the negative emotions permanently, so that they cannot return to your mind. And
Sanji Kopantogu can do is a headiga do as Sanji Kopantogu, just send here is that Sanji Kopan meaning as Sanji Kopantogi that Togu just think I hear good is na Sanji Kopanto na and Saint Yandag the daddy ain't to go do Sanji Kopanto Tasona, Saint Yandag turned the shade to go do Sanji Kopanto Matuna, Saint Yandag to him and do a day near Sanji Kopantogi is a segura dead to is. This one.
So, I'm sorry, I forget a little bit. So he, Rinpoche asked, what did you teach us about full enlightenment, and what do you think about full enlightenment? Basically, he asked, and why we need to achieve full enlightenment. And he said, we need to achieve full enlightenment because in order to benefit other sentient beings.
Just on Sanji Kopanto na career is na Sanji get Sanji Kopanto Guguri, Sanji Kopan second, Son Jisuna, and then Sanji again Turn and then Tupa Kari Tuguna, Tutugu is wrong in the banana, Tutugu is. Gigi. Napa Kanaji ten to Kende, Sanji Kopanto Namatu Hundu Maris. And then Kid Saint Kangagi K Kanaji Higuna, Sanji Kopanto, Saint Regibe, Sanji Sumuchi, Sosogibe, Kito, Soso get the Payoba Nagi, Kate and Nagi, do to get the Sanji Kopanto Yungaris. And then Guinaba. And soon get up by Saint the Payoba Nagi to Guaris. They ain't on the day on a Sanji Kopantogi is a girl. There's Sanji Kopantobala, Saint Tanji Gitondo, and guess Sanji Kopantoba is there. Chebochimbo along the Hidri. They do or Chebochimbo long and rotonda, but the added of Magi got one of the Ducer. He is a show.
So, what is the point? What will happen after we achieve the fully enlightenment? When we achieve the fully enlightenment, we can manifest in different forms in order to benefit other sentient beings. We can, when we achieve the fully enlightenment, we will be able to, speak, sort of numerous in different languages that we can communicate with the different people who come from different backgrounds. And so when we achieve full enlightenment, you can benefit other sentient beings with your speech, with your body, with your mind. So that is a higher capacity of people who have, who practice, who try to get higher enlightenment.
This one. That then Sanji Kopantoala, that nonle kari che ne sonji ki to pon to la ngaso ane mota to la mota ki jocha zo gu gu wa se mota langa zo gu gu mota zo gu gu ka cha son gu gu wa te no ye ane sonji pa la kari gu gu se na rapa no pe che na ane tumu wa pa che tu la no bo to na tumu mai pi ro chu chi ni she yo ri tumu wa pa che tu la ro chu she wo du ta yembi pa che chi pa che Zubu Pachin, Tundu Pachin, Santen Pachin, Hiro Pachin, and the Losu de Hiori, Tatari Nalo, Shiguade, and then Sumba, Zubu Pachin, La Losu de, and Shiguari is.
So, take an example, a car, in order to create a proper car, we have to go through a lot of process, right? So, similarly, in order to achieve Buddhahood, we're talking about two ways to achieve Buddhahood. One is the Sutra, and one is the Tantra. So there's two ways to achieve Buddhahood. And when we talk about Sutra, we talk about 6 parameters. So today my topic is the patience, the third parameter of Sutra. Third parameter.
Take good is it. That is one. And then Sanji Jukopon Tobala, that Gonjo and look goose good is Gonjo. Gonjo looks to do, and Toronto Santon, Gonjo do that to situate and sounded a which could girl was it. Gonjo do no low somebody gets some little good amato, that's it dead and a carpenter to Marianne, Calasa de Gonjo or Tendogro was it. Kuchakon de Yore, e te di Gonjo de Marsa, no low sound tongue good was it. No low sound on the Tassanji Copansic Canagas, Coasic and Canagas, no low sound on the Gon said that the sound on the Gon, the Tanaki Gagurmato, Gon the Ichimen so, the Gaki Chapa of Maris, Gon the like Chigun to Music and Jury, and Hene Gombanina, Sage, Mipa, Kokanachi, and tell mother to Achatani, do such in Kola Magachi Pen, let's see the tension, then you go secretary. Tata Giti Bajene, Koala, Roton of a Karakaris, and a Chiguri, that's what I'm going to ask.
So, in order to practice the sutra, we need meditate. We need meditate. So meditation is the best way to achieve the high enlightenment. So what is meditation? We just sit on chairs. That is meditation? No, that is not meditation. So meditation is sort of a process of mind. So when we talk about meditation in Buddhism, we're talking about two different meditations. One is called shamatha, or one single point of meditation, and another one is another meditation. So for example, Buddha statues. When we focus on the Buddha statues, that is the shamatha meditation, or one single point of meditation. And when we analyze what is the samsara, how we take rebirth in samsara, what we suffer, and then you think, then you meditate, you do analyzing meditation, because you analyze, the causes of samsara, and so the reason behind of samsara.
This one. That day you do, Jeton, Pachin Tula, someone do Tombo, Jimbi Pachin, look here, what is it? Jimbi Pachin, Jamba Ton, and the Bucarius, and Lushu, you want a Jimbi Lushu, teach it there, Jimbi Lushu, Jamba Tomage, the Buddalo, and then Lushu, you want it. And also the Kangadalo, Chosokanga Penju Chechmi Chipa in Maruas. Penju no Chechmi Chipa in Maruas, Penju Chechmi Chipa, Maiba Garis, and Kama Jamba Opatoma, Tongi Shipa, the thing one is, Kama Jamba Opatona, Tanda, Sandal Penju open to go to us, and then also Nano again, Penju Chobuina, Sanama Jamba Tony Majuari, Tege, and then what? Luchu Chamba the Majuari is Jimbi Luchu, Jamba Toma Latini, Jawachama, Loshu Yungari said, Lucy, Pachan Tomba Terese. And Sutis una, and Tachi Carisagari, or Derogo Copantuata, Tesosegari. Ta Sumba delo, Zupit Gandre, Zupi delo, Zupin down there, Zupai Apogoyana, Chawan Hamalo, Zupai Apogoyana, and that Sendolo, make it 2,000. I see it. And then Zupai Apogoyan doing about it, tell you what. The king Greece, the guy is Chawan Hamalo, Zupa Hid Maguji to get long by Chadi Reese, and the young Nanazaka Aretesolo, Medina Opera, at the Medigi Kepa, Medina Opera, Kanga Dupa and Vichopa Medua, Medina Opera, and do Yapu Yongadua, at Tesoga Tene, Karisaka, Zupa Goma, Gomi Shepa, he is.
So when we talk about the practice of sutra, we talk about the 6 parameters. The first of parameter is generosity. So what is the consequences of practice generosity? You know, when we engage in giving something to other beings, what is the point, right? So now. The point is that we, you know, among all of you, some of you know have less money, some have more money, some are rich, right? You might reach in terms of having material things, and that is because the result of practice generosity in your previous lives, and so due to the previous lives, you know, karma, we experience different levels of in terms of having material things in this life. And then the second parameter is conduct, Buddhist conduct. When we practice conduct, so we practice contact in order to achieve the higher rebirth, like human and God. And the third parameter is patience. What is the point of practice patience? Some people might, you know, have ugly facial, you know, that not you know, handsome, beautiful. That the result of your non-practice patience in previous lives. That's the result of that. And in American societies, there's you know, the black race, right? So we, in our minds, you know, when we talk about black people, they might think immediately in our mind they are ugly because their colors, you know, different, right? But actually that's not the case, right? They're also beautiful. They also, you know, have this, you know, natural fast expression and sort of things as ourselves, like ourselves, right?
Cheton, Zembaton la tene Lonshu Yungri, Seage, Duce Hemon, Zembaton, Dibu Lonshu Yungri, Jawang Hachi Mumbuchi Pagani, and Lonshu Yungri, the Hegan Mato, Sende John Lo, Santona, Zembaton, Lonshu Yun Chapaya Marise, Zemba Hitatona, Bangre, the Guri, Susupisha, did meditation, Bangre, was the Sekita Higio Maridas. Zembaton la tene Lonshu Yungri, Segarwa. Loshu Yunga said, Jawang Hachi Yoba Yagatul Hegi. Jawang Hama Zembatona, and it said Jawashumadolo Loshu Yunga is a Hegi or easy. Matu, Sendolo Zembaton, Sendolo Loshu Yunga is in Kisha Hegi or Mariese. Sendolo Zembaton, Loshu Yunga, your Maris, Suspisha, you did meditation, a Carissa Pamper was. Zembaton, Loshu Yunga Medua said, just Zembaton, Loshu Yunga is the Jawang Hachi Yoba Yagatul Kisha Hegi or easy.
So when we talk about practice generosity in Buddhism, we talk about the next life. The results we will experience the results of in the next life. In this life, you know, even we have money and we give to other sort of beggars, and there's nothing that we can get return, right? We just, if we have some money, we give to them, and that's it, right? So when we talk about the generosity and Buddhism, we talk about the results in the next life. So if you practice generosity in this life, we will be engaging in giving things to other sentient beings. So the results will be in the next life. It makes sense?
Jami kunten segure ngaso chumayo kun jami kunte pele sare ene chuna te chichina sasal ndunu khe yondo se tene khotor manon deban sasal ndunu khe me yero was.
Anyone have been to Lhasa in Tibet?
Cheto khotor ndunu do ase Lhasa lo ene tula kana leso ne chumi pyche ge do ase en jami ge segure kari chega ase ma yoje de mena mata tan mel ma teshana Pentogruas, and the Tomazoguas, Sayadiga, Melpateshana, and a column, the Chiburu Amatu, Caretulata, and the less good Joan Hachimaba, Kisha Shiguri, the Jamiki. She has one there, Kugis said the Jonathan, Konogas at the Dambaruas. And then not the less ago, Marisoni, Tony, Joa, Hatchison, Tony, and Tendele, Jambaton Chigena. Joashman was Yungri, is a sad, and Rotonji Hijido, I said, Lepi Pichi and Santon Mato, Lepa Pichi, Magina Teta Gijag, Yamiki Kichi, but he is.
So you might, you've been to in Lhasa, you might see, different offers at the main temple in Lhasa. We in our tradition we offer different lamps, different candles. Put it in an altar in front of different, Buddha statues and so forth. And the Chinese communities said that what is the point to offer those different sort of melting butters to burn in front of different Buddha statues? What is the point? That instead of offering to different Buddhas and different goddess, giving to other people. It will be more beneficial, right? They said that, but they don't understand they don't understand why we practice generosity in this life. They only talk about the benefits in this life. They don't understand the benefit that we're going to experience in the next life. So when you think about, when you offer the different, when you do different offers to different gods and different Buddhas, we need to use our brains, to understand the foundation of Buddhist idea.
That's young by the teacher, and city the law, and then Tanganoso. I would teach a Magichopon between the Sunguris and Magichopon, which was a hawkogri, near him go at a Magichopon of Sunguris securities or Tachiche. Ta Sumba de Lota, Zopac like everybody said, Jamba, Chitin, Ta Zopa de Roa, Ta Zopac on the city, Ta not the Zopa Nashiki does.
So the second parameter is conduct, Buddhist conduct. When you engage in practice conduct, you practice. Of course, I assume you all know that the 10 non-virtues. So when we engage in practice conduct, we try to get rid of these 10 non-virtues. And then the third is the parameter is patience. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about that.
Jambag Locho de los Senadis, and so you get on the can look to Telo Sena Seguris, you give Melpati or a team to can get on the then you can do a Hibachi do a Telo Sena Seguri, Telo Coteja di Chiguris. That's Zuba the Cote here one day, control the race and to control the law. Control the law to control them with the Pa Penna Magica, and then we check Zupa to do Chu no pa chewala, Kutu Kanchige, Shipaji Chegu Resepa, Chu Lowundu, Mazupaji can, the Mayin can, Kutu can, Zopa Sekadua, and then Chi, Jalana Masona, Kutu Kanchige, Sonachilo, and the Zopa Segari, Teguri, Ta Zopa de Gungu, Zopa de Maguna, Kuntu Wanga Karisegaresna, Kuntu de Ta Zopa Magun de Kuntu Cheni Techege, Nata. Then Zupi Dang Dance, Zupi Pendelo, Dang Damba, Zoot, Sosuga Zoot on Pelanso Kanga Yapuyum is a Tessaguri is that Zopa della Tui Nimi, and then Tunchuge Pen, Tunchuge Nimi, Matui Pen, Matui Nemi, Dusi Nigi Tulunga Shagi.
So the opposite of
Sena de Taki Jamba Gloshodri.
So the opposite of generosity is stingy, you know. So the third, so for the third parameter is patience. So in order to practice, in order to benefit, in order to get benefit of practice or benefits, the results of practice patience, we boom as human with the early phases, you know, that, you know, we might we might have some of fate, some of have some early phases, some of when you look at him, he's not that attractive, right? Attractive. And that's the result of their previous karma. They don't practice patience. Yeah. And so when we talk about benefit of practice patience, we talk about two different the default or the drawbacks of two two different drawbacks of not practice patience. One is sort of a visible drawbacks. One is not invisible drawbacks of not practicing patience. Make sense?
Oh, and one thing, like when we talk about patience, in like just the terminology, we're also talking about tolerance. So the Tibetan term for it, Suba, basically is talking about both patience and tolerance, but the terminology in English, the translation is a bit.
So.
Sumba Zopa Gakatulo, Zopa de Kote Dolo, Matern Chodel, Contra de Ries, Mascojul, Contra Dua, Chishua, someone could do take you with the Zopa de Mascojul, Zopa many, Contra de Gres, Contra de, and the Kote Chagu, Contra Kote Chayum, the Zopa Seguris. That Zopa Dolo, and then Tunchu Pen of Shigena, and then Chichilo Contra Mabachin and Degana. And then I didn't non solid chichi contra man again. That chombo was a non top. I did too much in the chombo where he is. I let two pen, the pack pen, me get two tag pen. But you watch my kiss at Mundgod, Tanda pet two tender two agate pen, and then I let Masonchi and a chombo you had there contra the man. I think a kanga zupa yapu you had to get very good, is it? And then that Jiko person get contra Malon, Jenny Chombo Chicken, Donny hit the Tesla, contra the Mana, Kanga de Jiko Kanga de contra Magia, the Zoba Gungena, Donny hitting you what he was, two pen terries.
So the opposite of patience or tolerance is anger. You know, the result that we can the immediate results of practice patience is sort of relationship that we have among our family members. And that is the result of practice patience or in tolerance. And so when we talk about the family level, we have a good relationship because of practice patience, and then if we go up to higher level, for example, national level, we also have this good relationship between different countries. This is also a result of not get angry at each other. Is a result of practice patience.
다 콘트들로 네 투이 니밀 해거나 다 되네 콘트 히레체사선도 네 콘트체선나 셈메치치 타기 디히부주나 니 쿠그 말이세 맨히네 니시보요 말이 아니 콘트를 하는 데니 아니 베 도강가디 아니 메데 control 사디 가서 가고 오다 맞지 다데 control 혼데 샤세근도 가서 나도 나지도 시타자로와 control 투이 니미들이 control 사디 소선도 응어바디 효사로와서 도응어바 효사디 메강가디 피 두자 메테 앞에 말에 control 사버리세근도 가서 대가에서는 control 되게 니미리 투이 니미들이 해서 control 제다 아니 다 되는 게 control 하게나 다 노사제네 대제 아니 첼로 파제나 노멀린들 파제 지코페트 투가데 지지게 콘트제니 아니 투제 효들어와세 투제 효가 가르데 콘트들로 네버테 마투 콘트들 커테제 마투에 콘트 코로가 온도 땅샤데 때 지코 툰디가데 때 툰도와스.
So the visible drawbacks of anger is when we encounter some people who are short-tempered, when we see their face, we understand that he or she is getting angered. Even through her facial expressions that he or she has anger towards me. And then people, try to avoid him. They all know, don't be close to him, towards go away from that person because he's, he or she's short-tempered. So that is a sort of visible drawbacks of anger that you can see with, eyes. And also, we see the conflicts in different countries. That is also the drawbacks of anger that we can see with our eyes.
Then, control nimi dishe ne, and you just chambashamalagi, you go so liu no be. Machude zepile voteres contre que ni mechine te en be d'ici me chevala pas j'ai pas cron tani douce chena douce que tene zepi caresse que peata ane contre que ni mekanga douce chene un tuju ko machu zepile voteres ta ale ngaso rapana baji hege na ane chi paden da hata page omanju because douce ripaton rese non pas qui peut que te kana tela can be chisen do quand te can ne pas de medite pari en gawa jo c'est douce sourires te carré c'est na ta chi gu chu na le chi chu shu ni ngol ma na be zo ne ta to na na control ni ne ko le chi shu gu wa se control ni che na le na sa yu de ko le pa ne l'autre que doit non pas qui peut que te quand na se quand ba le pas l'autre que doit pas l'autre que doit solo non pas qui a pas ma zo ya de ma de color et que doit non pas qui peut que te quand na tela que bi ci se do quand and so mazo the mazo sarmato, and so mazo ya the cool panelati and the cool mazo and not that on curry gumendua as it. Dogumendua as it. And the carriage as a color land is nobody tell a woman. The chit taking upon that, but tell level on the pentogumendua as a Nasa the par cultivation. As a patient on against you, not that original path and a teacher at the Tetia and do as a test lose the report on the that and then pa Neletia, the parent program do as a report on the was as soon as he is a alley or Paden the heart of a gomaji because of.
So the chapter of passion of the guide to Bodhisattva way of life by Shantideva is there's compared to other chapters there's more verses there's more verses in this chapter more than other chapters, so he sort of expresses his ideas in terms of benefit of practice patience, in terms of in terms of the drawbacks of non-practice patience, and using his intelligence. He sort of totally focus on practice to express what his idea on practice patience, and so also. There's a text there's a text as known Engaging in Middleware by Shantideva. He said that even somebody hurt you, they might they might beat you and you might get injured. And so what is the point to return, response to that person? Even though you're injured because he beat you. The point is that, so take example money. If you have if you take some money from other person and then you can return that money to other person, and he will be benefit of that, right? But in case of anger, even though somebody injured you, beat you, you cannot the injury that you have on your body put on that person or put on that person.
Basically, if you transcribe the saying, the great scholar, he basically asked a question saying, if someone inflicts pain onto you, and then if you respond back with violence or the same kind of action which is hurtful, can you also transfer your pain onto the others? Right? So that's what he basically asked for the teaching, the middle text.
This one,
the point is to not hurt other people. Even he hurts you, there's no point, right? So even you might be able to beat him. What is the point, right?
Control honi bana dusi chene jorin da bjoni ku hipoji ngal shu ni ngabe hipoji control honi ngepe ku mese ba yina pe se ba yina no pa de pa log me dusi ta gi lo sarwa ane te lo sare no pa chi bi kete te tela kan bi dog me du as ne ri pa ton hi he sare ta tene Jori Joni Kurse and Batuna, Ati, Mepuri da Segrewas and I think you tempange, could Jori Joni, could Sulant against the party and the Kupuris and the Loguros and Pepuris and Loguros, I think you tempange. When you're trying to zipilo, got to hear you, the Pawis again, Marie is. When you're trying to control home, you can't get control the don't to can't think on it on a power there is a control members to can and then so the near potential take a power second matter control too long tell pa messena the power second marisa how much roller super was it 가르스는 그 주로세나다 마세나 그렇게 해는 왔었네 rollo 대조하듯이 지발이서 정말 rol라서 벌써 빠우가 이 말이서 빠우도 뭐네터네 컨트롤은 내버때니 저박고 두게 빠우세 그래 마도 아니 대마지 진 피기 천천히 지세사간데 빠우세 그 말에 그로 천천히 지어서 그 저렇게 대조나 메다조나 그 세나다 마세나네 그렇게 해는 왔었네 때 같이 또 들어가는 마도 누스 레파토네 누스 소유리스
in our human societies, it's very common that if somebody killed you loved ones, and then you try to respond to that person, and if you be able to take revenge, then people sort of put on the values and sort of they say, they would say you are brave, you are a hero because you took revenge, for your family members and these things. And actually, that is not the case in the Shantideva text. The people who practice patience and not to respond to that person who hurt you, because since you cannot transform your pain to that person, right? So he said that is the wisdom, that is the hero who can practice the patience. And if you give response to other person, or if you attack him violently, what is the point? If you attack him, you attack something that dead bodies. You take sword and you put that sword, stab that dead bodies with your sword, right? If you respond that, if you attack that person violently, it will be like you stab a dead body with your sword.
So Rinpoche said, so before we discussed about our inability to transfer our pain onto someone other who respond in violence. So he also added, saying that now in socially or commonly we say, oh, revenge, like our primary translator said, that we would consider him or her as a warrior or a hero for involving such an action. So in a guide to the Bodhisattva way of life, there is a specific stanza in the chapter of patience, saying that ordinary warriors become warriors through dead bodies. So there is basically pointing to a time of war and all those bloodshed. So an ordinary warrior becomes a warrior through dead bodies, the count of dead bodies. And then he's saying an extraordinary warrior becomes warrior when he is able to tame his anger. So something like that.
C'est le contrôle hondu, santone, ce contrôle hondu, t'as contrôle hondu, c'est comme que du pas de choses, on a seulement mandé de choses, c'est la chienne, et social n'a pas son gros assez. Il y a que je pas condu douce contrôle hondu que quand les chiens du tagre c'est, junju ko so douce pas tant c'est. Nous so n'a pas tant ya de carré c'est que du pas chien ko n'a pas tant c'est. मैंने तो ने कंट्रोल होना नहीं जुपा तो कंट्रोल हो गयो तो ऐसा ना सा जो ये जुपा दे रे मां तो मैं तो मारे वास रे ने कंट्रोल होना जुपा तो हो गयो थे के दो ऐसे Mari Kugujilo, and then Kunta take a chain, knowledge use one said, do Sebanina, and then Kuguju, Numudal Kunta Sagu, as a Kunta Sam, do as Penan do se was it. And the magic number child, the Dunda of the Shuni, and all of the Chikaris and the Dunda Shuni, and Nataton Kangachiana. Metalo, Nomage, Kolo, Kunta Saga, and do as it, and nobody tell us that. Could Aka me, could number China, could no do the shoe, and you could send Chase Aramato, could the Kunta Saga, Pena 10 ideas in it. This is like a reproduce on your race. They actually just with it.
So when you somebody attack you, you might angry towards that person, right? Is that the case? You should get angry towards that person. If for example, if suppose somebody attack you with a stick, right? So when he attack you and you angry towards that person, so that person, not the stick, right? The Shantideva said that we should agree with that stick instead of the person, because the person not the one who beat you, but the stick stick is that beat you, attack you. So we should agree to that stick instead of the person. And then when you and if you say no, that the person who attacked me, if you say so, I should get angry to that person. And then Shantideva said he goes under influences of negative emotions, so such as anger. That's why he attacked you with a stick. So you should get angry to his negative emotions, such as anger, instead of that person. So there is differentiation between the person who attack you or the stick that beat you and the negative influences that cause him to beat you, right?
Yeah. Oh, and then and then also he added, so the first thing, I forgot about the stick part, so that's why I was thinking about the stick part. He said something about it. So Shantideva basically said, if you want to get angry at someone who inflicted pain upon you, so like he said, it should be, logically speaking, it should be the stick, not the person, that caused the pain onto you. And also, furthermore, if you think more logically, you are getting angry at someone not because of the action, but the negative emotion inside you. And as an example, Rinpoche talked about, if someone, so in our belief, we have we talk about getting possessed by evil spirits. So in a home, if someone creates a big mess due to such events, like getting possessed by evil spirit, the people in the community or people in your house won't get angry at you, but they will get angry at the evil spirit who possessed you. So just like that, if you really want to think logically, then it's not the stick, it's not the person you should be angry at, but it should be within one's own self, which is the negative emotions, which is anger, hatred, and all those things. That's our enemy.
And pen do the Lumadel Sema Chong in such a China, Tangano to go, Hongo Kanji Mane, Dogana, Mombala Sema Suguru was it. That Sema Mazu Tendalo, Nepe, Sasha Corolo, Sema Mapazoni, Energy, Carisigare, Koan of Chican, Isagena, and not to 12 young Marawas. Teli so Hongo the law. Hongo to buy opposite Tony, Rochagana, a satin coro, Sema Yonea, satin Koyo, but the cheaper to us a chase on the Manoso Nolo, Zupa Gapan, the son, Zupa Gongama, 20 hundred dam mapas to your Malaysia, Penatena in the Satin de Tokuna, the Teneku Kalano, 20 ton you go and Satin Koyu Muton Sunsere, and then Cheson. Hongo Yabaji Gani and Doshagena, Sagitin Koa Yopati Chio man, said, Teno Yedi, and then detail corner Zupa Gonsagena, Koa Yubati Chipari, is it? That's Sosu Garantiton, Koa Yubati Chipari Mato, Tebe Napazo to go Mario, Sosu Zupa Goni, and Duse, and Tiegu says, Duse Sumbari is Shantandoga.
So basically, we talk about, so there are going to be a lot of
external factors which will like anger you. But if you are able to tame your own anger, then there won't be any like negative emotion that you'll be expressing. So for example, so there's a very famous Buddhist like stanza, which basically says, if like the world's surface is full of thorns, it's very unnecessary to cover the whole surface of the world with leather. Instead, if you just cover your foot with leather, it's same as covering the whole surface with leather. So basically it's saying that if you're able to control your own emotions, then there will be nothing else in the world which will be able to like inflict pain upon you. Just like covering your foot with a good shoe, something like that.
Jisi Chimbo Hiwala Luz Sumbaris. That Jisi Chimbo Hiwala Luju Higana and then Naleta Kipa Chimbo. Colored Honewachi and Court, Naleta Coronini, and then Saad Sa and Ligati Chigo, the Coroni did. Kosuke Naleta Metasolo Tabatas of Coolers, the Colon, the Hisumba was again, meet our decision with you all. The Hisumba was said, Saya, Toya, Niad Matus, the His, this one, Matu, but this is decision with you all. Jet was one end of a church of magic, couldn't indicate. Cogot Corongonjo digger. That no machi and then Hopachonga Chungalo, and then Anatesolo, and the Chuchiag, Sanji Caligari, then you do Chuchiag, to Chuchiari. That could check on your Hako Manis and the Campbell to get Kisha. Could Chuchias are Titon, but he is. Tichias are down Anata to get the net to Kangata. That Naneta do him, Duja take Master, and the Chuchia down here. The Cosul and then Garza Nichuchius was there. Cosul to turn of a town, Jesus was there. Mexico the Chuchia. Making that to get that hammer can't you cook chicken. That Tarika, and he had your Nasani, and the Chuchia salon, and the Copen and Donny, Masonga, Tresham which he asked. They look in them and what in the Jan and do the that they do, that there's something to do. Young does a take on the ceremony, and meet a calach in the doos, the lapadiga, chatting doos, the man, the Ted man, and the Cornata on law and the any, and the Chuchia is it. Can't my young and did you keep up my dollar you met there? Longer yellow coaching in the songs, you can go to this one. Colonel Maju can and I'll choose your man, the Sonji soon my you can Sonji Masun can chew all the hidden mess, and I my young and the did you keep a dollar messing? I can't keep a kaima, this is it. In there, Maro Son Tony, you're going journey and going with Solomano. And then Rocky Yellow coaching in the song, and I don't go job by the so he against and do such and so on. And decision with your like not under what then you do, then you change with the song, and the hero will get about my Taza lady and the duty in the calendar. And then what Naleta Mandia Chin and Carisicori or Yambala to Pure is.
So I'm going to talk about a little bit of the history of Shantideva. Shantideva was one of the great masters in Nalanda University, in the ancient Indian. So he, in the Nalanda University, he got a nickname, someone who just eat, sleep, and go to toilet.
The lazy one. That was his nickname.
The lazy one, who just eating, sleeping, go to toilet, and because he sort of he's hiding his sort of knowledge in secret. Actually, he's a great scholar. Already become a great scholar at that time. And then,
So one day,
so there is a event, teaching event is going on that nuns, Buddhist nuns, wanted to receive the teaching from a great scholar in Nalanda University, and there, staffs of Nalanda University, including the abbot of the Nalanda University, discussed who is going to be teaching to nuns, and they decide, Shantideva, is going to be teaching to nuns, since he's well known as lazy in the person in Nalanda University. And then nuns thought that is,
insult.
Yeah, insult to us, because he's well known as a lazy person in Nalanda University. And then some monks, built a throne.
Yeah, very high throne.
Very high throne in the air without
any ladder or staircase.
Step on together on the throne, and then they invite him to sit on throne, and without any immediately he was be able to sit on.
So what he did was he went to the throne as it was very high, using his power. So he basically pressed down the throne and made it very low. And then he sat on it, and then he made this very famous, which is the preface of Bodhisattvas' way of life, which basically, if you transcribe it, it says, "There is nothing new that I could say which hasn't been said before, because Buddha has already taught everything he has to teach." And then he said, "I have nothing new to say. And also, I'm not an expert." So that's the second line. "But I will just share with you what I have learned through my meditation." And then he began the Bodhisattva's way of life. And then at the end, he just transcended into the heaven after the teaching, right after that.
Tungbanya say kisha higido, Tungbanya heta the here when na wrong in to but na says piggy log pata, my pepinity, you hedgy, tichi, that not them habazo security is.
So these all the reason that we suffer is because we have this selfish ego. When someone said to you unpleasant words, you sort of feel the ego right here. So sort of and that's because we perceive ourselves as a eternal existence. So there is a difference between the reality and the way we perceive things. So the reason, or the root causes of this all suffering is the selfish ego, or the conception of self, that perceives self exist dependently. Yeah, make sense?
Nga te yo ma re se le gore se. Nga te yo ma re se doa te pa chi doa se tu nga te yo ma re se. Ta ka re se na pe na nga so chu zin del cha sha se. Chu de che du del jo de de chu de la pa sin su se gro se. Del ti di chu de se. Chu de ka de re se ne ke cha to na ka de ga go re se. Chu de se ke per lo ta de che ma to dello chose ziari ese gre ndego tango ngelo tango gen due medua tango gen medua tango ge yosa dere del tu di chose tuare tango ge yosa del tuare be tuare de ka tu tango ge due se na medua se pasin na ne medua se chose de.
So when we talk about ego, you might self. So if I ask where is self, or where is the self, you might point at it right here. Well, self is here. I am here, right? Well, but take the example of this tab. Which part is the tab? You hold it. If you point at it right here, this is the table. No, this is not the table, right? So whenever you point at a table, you cannot, the table exist as a hand, because we just designate, we label, we put all different parts together, and it's becoming a table, and then we label it, we name it, and that's how the table exists.
Losel se ke chire ngato losel ngato kanga losel ta ba de de me shen da chu losel de apo yo mare ta maso te apo yo ma losel de du cha re se de kar sa ke losel apo yo sa teng ge ngato losel de ka de se de yigi kembo de ba se de kembo ya losel mare wa kembo de losel yana kembo dilin do se na losel dilin do se losel mere sa wa ripaji tona Losel, Cambo Losel Rio Mare, Gigu Mare, then I get charge of Marite, Losel said the Cambuche such in Dua. There, Losel the Canation, look pata, the Gagian and Losel the Ragris. PGT said to do Losel in Mandua, said, then I yin also, Chukanda, and Social Mass again Amato, and then Patisan and Mandu said, and that you can more your Mare security. 10 members go to other country there. Country chesa the nga sage do tek mal country chendwa nga te yo man se country chesa ge ye de meri sari se country le ne pot elu da bod du se chene tumba nyam de he gu is.
So Rinpoche basically said, so before we talked about the negative affliction or the negative emotion as at the root cause of our sufferings. So another term for negative emotion is also negative conceptions. So here the negative conception we're talking about devoid of self, which is popularly taught in Buddhism, saying you cannot find the I. So here Rinpoche gave an example saying a lot of the monks here are from Drebung Monastery. And now if a monk from another monastery said, oh, Drebung is useless, right? And then the natural impulsive response would be, what? Right? And then he said that comes because of this negative conception of self, right? That things doesn't exist independently. So everything is dependent. So Rinpoche said, so when you say Drebung, is it the abbot? Is it the disciplinarian? Or is it the other monks who is Drebung? So just like that, he says, when you really try to find it, so he gave table as an example. So this is the surface. So you cannot say this is table. You cannot say this is table. So just like that, he's basically saying, in order to overcome anger, you have to use this method of like emptiness or devoid of self, saying that there really doesn't exist a concept of real independent self, right? And that's how you overcome anger, by finding it. So who are you angry at? Or why are you angry? Like, are you angry at the person? And when you try to find the person, in reality, you cannot find it. And that's how you overcome anger.
Oh, tena chiri, tena ke mo yo mare se. Ona Losel mere ba se ne me mare log pa ta da ji kong lo sha na yo ri se. Choeje de te gi log pa ta da ka sha ge na choeje de yo ri. Nga no so ka ne ji na log pa ta da sha ge na yo ri se. Pa ti sa lo na te gi chon na go mare. Te yu kro go ne me pi te ri se. Ane rong ni yo mare se ya ge te da te ri. Te yu kro go ne me ba de toji 공수나 콘트제야 돼. 요 말이죠. 콘트 되게 유랑은 두바 얘가 그 돌로 언제사로와 나세야지 콘트 되게 용도도 와대. 내게 손돈에 네 지도 너무 타지게 싸와 간제리 네 동해 타지게 싸와대 간제리 때문에 봐도 그리 돈이도 공부그리세 해야 됐거든 본디그리스.
So we will talk about how it exists in Losel. What is the Losel? Who is Losel? And then we cannot find the sort of the real Losel that exists independently. But we perceive it, we label it, we design that is a Losel for similar in case of Tibet. And but when we look at, we analyze the Losel, we cannot find a Losel ultimately. So there is a difference between the reality and the way we perceive it. So if you talk about the difference between how we perceive things and the reality, when we talk about emptiness or the root or the antidote to root causes of all sufferings, including anger. And so when we understand the reality or the difference between the way we perceive things and the reality, then we understand everything is dependent on each other. Everything exists as dependently each other, and then we don't feel sort of I exist right there, sort of like stable, sort of solid. We don't feel that. Once we understand the nature of reality, dependent, originated, then we can remove all the negative emotions, including anger.
nganoso choroso pecho America injiri America significa fiume di chi insiade America si serve da raghe o male se pette no iris tatari ngaso o te vende te kai argumento ne choroso tawar tonas chusiri so o ta tawa tonas tawa dolo nge higi duna ne ngale picho achi yo mexican gelanda yona ne tugu mena choro gumba maso chus.
So similarly in case of America, if you search America, who is America, what is America, right? If you point at each one of the first American people, you cannot find America, right? So yeah, that's it. So I want to end my talk here. So if you have questions, I'm going to take some questions because since we have 3 minutes.
First of all, your English is beautiful. I'm a little stuck on the stick example. In the US, we have lots of guns, and the people that want the guns, their excuse is, well, guns don't kill people. Does that make sense? We have a law that says you can own a gun. And so their reasoning is, well, it's not the gun that's killing people, it's people. So in your stick example, you're saying it's get mad at the stick or get mad at the anger. Does that make sense?
미디가 사야 말와시.
무슨 내용 핸들 타는 주발이야 코르사고 되게 너무들
코랑이 라야데 아리라 저나 멘다 강이 쇼저레스. 멘다 벨로로 마트.
갖고
탑시 지워 있나? 아니 제도 오늘 가진 코란주 쩨바 가르자고나 멘다기 미세고 말레스. 아니 미기 미세오레스. 멘다 코랑이 미세스 요 말레스. 제산다 딜라 부치기 삼수면서 가르레스. 코랑이 지워 되시. 단다 딩을 주발라 라야주로. 집에도 코랑이 도리 되게 좀.
예, that was you put the man and cushion up and do us. Contra Shipajis and the Lacha, you put the man, you put the Meduna, and then now showing you put the man, Contra San and do us. Nasaton had Meduas. Then I get that the Pacas and the Menda man and cook out the Seguri, and the Menda the Pacas and the open do us. Mendaka get Toronto Sunshine to Shipajis said, Mendaka went to Digua. Dico again that so Menda you can do and Mendaka went to Medu, Nana Sanchina, Menda man and when you operate something to do. Pena, Jupa the had to get the shoes on one, Jupa the man and cook out the sugar to Koronkosan and Chiam do us. But then I get it, and another something to the let this way.
So the rhetorical answer Bruce gave is that basically if you don't have guns, then there's no way you can kill someone. And so in the stick example, the same say, without the stick you cannot really hit the person, whereas there was this action of hitting someone. But before in the example, it was just it wasn't really we're saying that be angry at the stick, but it was just like saying if you really want to be really pinpoint the details or who hurt you, it was the stick, not the person. So that was just like a way to get to the main point, which was not the stick, but it's like in here, not out here. So, but Rinpoche basically right now in this example he was saying, so it's just giving a rhetorical answer, saying if no stick, no hurting, saying no guns, no killing, and he says, I think it's very good if there are no guns, and then a lot of countries can do it, so why not America?
Nobody Sunshine Cosmo, she will send the Tison, she can buy him as a Sunshine Cosmo, he can do us. Jason, to do here, but you could do their Sunshine, the Christian matter, no, the same thing, Sunshine, you could let to go Maruas, and Sunshine, the members I don't know. Yeah, they're done when it and all the rate and all the members to go Cello, and Sunshine the person, and then to have Meduas, not the men as a card of green. The Nipayon to go to you to go and do it, but now here it is.
So he's talking about on a global scale, there's a lot of conflict going on. And in this case too, the same thing is there are a lot of very big, very deadly, destructive weapons. And without those things, even if you have these negative emotions inside yourself, which is the main cause, even if you have it, there's no way you can express it through the guns or through the weapons. So he's saying in order to do something is not just here sometimes, a lot of factors need to be present in order to accomplish something.
So we instead of getting rid of the external enemies, instead of since we won't be able to get rid of mental enemies, at least we should try to get rid of external enemies. Stop using nuclear weapons and sort of things.
Yeah.
Okay. You said that communists asked a question. What is the point of offering candles and other offerings to the gods rather than people? I don't think I heard the answer.
재미있는 별로 담볼래요. 그래서 양락 말에 때 취미는 필요해. 좀 이름제 민도와 가진 표현에 아니 랭게 되다 맞아 얘게 오마시게 쉐와 대인마이나 모기단다 랭징마 다다 디규니 랭도다 메시지 톱마서 디고지 양자지 디쉐어치스 다데기 교벌 김센 쉐와 무지기 배도지 샤나와 근데 별레도 다 최매편 가지 디테셔나 양제라 가지니 코랑이 균이다 무지 가리스ум에 탑신남이 디고지 양자지 숨을 쳤어
자기 뭐세도게 기사세야세 뒤 기시로져서로 기사도 기시로져서 파트와 땅송하스 저와들로 손을 가르스나 저와 참아 연은 퉁구고 말어와세 손이 네마다리 퉁구면 도와세 뺏기지 자상이 아리 근데 저와 참아 여바데 추기 네 다리 손이 때네 누마샤지 여바 출로 네 예체 여배하세지 예체 여 하고 숨을 러와 때때나 이게 가서 저와 같이 주니만 로그야 되게 누스시니 기차시기 추쇼이 기차 누스 공부요리 때나 이게 처음에 피디 가서 피기로 동부 잠이 오디 상황에는 레샤로와 가서 기차시기 이거 말이에 처음에 피면 쇼세는 어디고요 가서 배바서게 저와 참아 킬래니 처음에 피다마 잡배 취지고요 마도 근데 취매게 계세대로 다 취요 말이다서네 취요에서 해두고 만도와서 딱이 뭐지도게 기시 싫어져서는 내가 튀어도 면도처럼 상동은 하고 그랬어.
So I think the example before he gave when he talked about like rather than burning it in the burner lamps, giving it to someone, it was not something he was saying about instead of this doing this, right? Like not give it to someone rather than that just burn it in burner lamp. He was trying to get at we were talking about reincarnation before, right? In the cyclic or cyclic existence, we keep on rebirthing. So it was basically saying that now the Communist Party, what they don't understand is generosity is one thing, and then Burden is not only about just burning it up for no reason, because we're doing something like investing in this life and also investing in that, like the next life. So it was basically what was being said here was that he just gave it as an example that there are some people who don't believe in rebirth simply because we cannot see it. And then he went back to the point where one very brilliant Tibetan scholar who met Mao raised this idea, oh, can you see tomorrow's sun? But do you believe that it's going to rise? The sun is going to rise tomorrow. So just like that, there are certain things you cannot see, but there it might be there, or it is there. So something like that. So right now, I think when he talked about offering the barter lamp, and like it is a good point that they raised that, oh, rather than doing this, doing that. But it's not about choosing, like Rinpoche wasn't getting at the point of choosing this instead of giving it to someone else. But it was just saying something additional, which can't be comprehended by someone who doesn't believe in afterlife. So if that becomes a little clear, I don't know.
So I think Ishishira basically said that there is something that we cannot see, but we just believe in it. We use it in our logic, right? Even he talked about the next life and then the benefit offering different Buddha stages. Now, couldn't understand because he doesn't, he didn't have the basic idea of Buddhist philosophy, right? The consciousness will continue to take rebirth in different forms. So if you have these basic ideas, and then we can talk about offering and doing offering things to Buddha stages and so forth.
So the point of the offering is to benefit your next life.
Yeah.
Just.
The chumi pure resort. So that teach my to the
Yes, 제와 처마 여바디가 제와 처마 여바디 나눠서 두스 가르 성그랬으나 뭐손 파만네들 보고 수 여바지 야는 나 여바지 보고 수 나데 허다 동디 코스리 봐야 되지 같이 들이로다 제 두고도 하세 가리 들이로다 제노 가디 제노 허다 가디 되잖아 근데 이주 틀어가 맞춰라 지레되기도 하세 다 가르게 해서 제왕 가만히 매용히 시바들 여그 흐려야 되게 중간에 있어
그게 제조 이거 되었어요.
아
다단다 딜레드 짐바당나 야오도아 추메피와레다 데네 짐바당나 야오도아는 쿠란 삼자데 레레라와 재미든 저기 딜라 쿠란 예 페제 디 있어요. 다스 딜라 페제 된다 도아 도지 라이 베케저로이나 데네로지 케저로시
야메게 기타들어
다 추메디 밀라 짐바당야 추메 삽라 짐바당야 딜라 페제 된다 도아로 페제 슈라
데데데데데스 무슨 처음에 PhD 나눠서로 초조게 왔다 지발 메니 그 정축의 생게 생이 처음에 PhD는 그 산지고 폰트 비졸 제투고 하리지 근데 내가 매기 피우선한테 소소티체나 챔피언을 돌아리 왔는데 저런 대말이 근데 처음에 PhD 되게 성바도 다니로 저리 저와 정말 여봐 얘가 돌은 저리 있어 나도
So we talk about offering other lands and those different form offerings. We usually talk about two things. One is practice generosity, and one is to become positive to achieve enlightenment. Because when you have bodhicitta, we have a awakened mind, and with awakened mind, whatever you do, it will be suitable cause to achieve enlightenment. So the offerings that we do to different temples, they will become also causes, suitable causes, and conducive for us to achieve enlightenment. Yeah.
So first of all, many thanks to Rinpoche La for this beautiful, beautiful teaching. And my question is this: for most of us living in North America, most of the people that we're interacting with do not have this viewpoint of reality as, from the Prasangika Madhyamaka viewpoint. And so even if we're trying to do our best to live with that understanding informing our behavior, we're constantly bumping up against people who see, reality is fixed and the I is, permanent and all of these things. And I'm just wondering if Rinpoche has some advice for these kinds of situations and helping us cultivate patience when people have such different perspective.
가두이나 투도와로 지용돼 오래스. 다 제산 소소의 제부기 지와 장포랑기 제메두냐 델라 시샤니다 데데기 내당나 시샤니 야는 무식이 로드는데 나가요 다음스. 그래서 무슨
가르쳐
다 다능아서 다음에 고매다 마무리 송라.
그래요.
한도 고매도 좀 가르치 나머지.
다 덴데 지와 있나요? 코카소레 노초가 창마 덴데 삼노당네 메레스 다 카소레 덴데기 나조로 삼노당다 메디 다 쿠란조다 양 투요메 갑소 다 가두이나 양 투진도 지다 메데와지 용고로 다 데듀 갑소 동렌치 당기 꼴라 밀로드도 지르지
다 노조 파르도 두시 용거리 세교레세 때 demba리 이내 나래데 수수게 가디 투투제네 나초 강가데 나로 계속 그 중무기 세컨 돈으로 와서 가서 간다. 메솔지나 나를 계속 그 중무기 세컨들이. 대유디 안 피기파르디 사차들 해원디 컨트롤하게 뭐야나. 아니 저파 공투나 계속 쳐요리. 아리 어때나 얘기 때는지 너무 두송게 달라게 거를 세워디 네포까지 때 투투 제소나 계속도 소설을 하기리 대성 동지리 근데 동번에 파상 동네 나한테 제투하셔 편하죠. 다한테 제원된 거는 또네 소소 안에 지 라마리 소소게 때네 지 사리 대서 강가로 수와도니 나한테 고투하셨으니까지 투투는 나이나 근데 소자리 그러 와서 마도 나녀 전에 가서 가르쳐 그리 못했던 나요 그렇게는 버튼 가보러 왔어요. 르르르 거대 자기 로지리 너무도 가지 좋나 르르르 거대 자기 투두제니 거대 자기 나눠서 계속도 나기리 근데 계속 그게 좀 그게 왔다 너로제는 앞도 있어.
So Rinpoche basically says that it is true that there are always going to be external factors. So there are going to be people who are going to annoy you do things like that. But rationally speaking, we also, human tends to think of profit and loss a lot. We all want profit, not loss. We all want happiness, not unhappiness and suffering. So Rinpoche is basically pointing out that now if you practice tolerance, practice patience, you also have to calculate the benefit of those things. Rather than saying, oh, other people are upsetting you. Now if you are able to control your own emotions, then who benefits from that interaction? And so he's saying that, and he's also saying that tolerance and patience is not an overnight process, or overnight, like something which you could develop overnight. So in terms, like in hard times, when you are practicing all these things, patience, tolerance, you also, like sometimes you can also pray to someone as a matter, or like saying, like praying to someone, your teacher or someone, saying, please give me strength to continue. Please give me strength. Yeah, or give me the will and heart to continue my practice. So if that helps, he's saying, do that as well, along with the practice of patience, tolerance.
Porque tare tang jama chege ji shon yobana yi jinge shoshi gu yomane ta yina ta de tutu no be jing ngaro pesan toni en choro solo en shubari choro sa pe ngner tone karis gare ngato ji pepaso metan la mari chiji me de ripaton ke pe ki par ripaton bu yore ta indu nge sheji le sa de ji choro so kodi yore de indu en te garo karis gare nale ne da bokadi nduna ne choro so ke tipa khole ji ne nge sheba de nale che tu ji ge nduna ne te so nale che ro no se ne da je ma tu ke te ga de ina ne ko ne 기차해야 되는 거야. 요 말이 되게 두세 만원 아지네. 네 처음에 나래 컨투도 너로노세. 네 처음 가서 네 다야 마시만에 안지도 가버리. 네 다들이 다 조동으로 지금은 로스.
So the Preface is saying like he wasn't able to really follow the main text of today's teaching, but he tried his best to speak on things which he sees are beneficial for all of you. And he's also pleading that, and he also mentions that unlike Tibetans and people here, I've heard and believe that Westerners have a sharper mind. So he's saying a lot of things you might have heard from him. You probably might have heard it before already. So he's saying instead of that, just he's pleading something valuable from today's lesson, just incorporate it into your own practice on a daily basis. So, pretty much.
Tā tārī ngā ēshiki jogi dāsa.
Now I can say he's going to speak in English.
Tāma lā tāhi dērē sī gā chē tō, sī yu sūmu sī ngā shūyā yī dāsa.